Six-mans. Justin, Chicago, and Arsenal versus Beastmode, Garrett, and Chronic. It is a stacked upon stacked queue. How important do you think coaches are at LCS? Like, would a team with an arguably worse coach do worse? I think they don't have zero effect, but I think their effect is very minimal. That's what I would guess. Very, very minimal. Negligible, almost. Negligible might be a bit too far. But I would, you could ask coaches what they think. I think if you want to be a slot-in coach, it seems like you be somebody who controls the mentality, like the mood. It seems like that could be important. And someone who sets up a really good team environment, I think would be like the most effective thing that a coach would do. I don't know if coaches are like, ooh, yeah, next time around, you're going to want to slightly adjust and not get scored on. I don't know how much those adjustments really work. I could be wrong, though. I could be zero head. You never know. But, like, making sure the team environment is good, scrim environment, that kind of stuff, that seems really important. And if a coach could make that happen when it wasn't happening before, I feel like that would be a very effective coach. One coaching decision that one of the only coaching decisions that you see very clearly are timeouts. Coaches calling timeouts and when they call them. I don't know what kind of speeches they're giving. But one thing I thought was interesting when Dig made top 4, and I'm forgetting who they played against in order to get top 4. But I'm pretty sure during the best of 7, I think it was Dig. Dig's coach called a timeout after a win when they were 1 away from winning the series, which is interesting because I don't think I've seen any other coach do that yet. Was it versus SSG? Yeah. And, you know, that's just timeout choices of when to take them. That's like one of the most obvious coach decisions I think you can see. And I believe Dig went on to win that next game and finish the series. So that's interesting. From what you heard from players, teams have strategies and the coach helps break down replays. Yeah, I would think you'd need a very talented coach in order to really trust them. I know that, especially in the early stages of coaching, and I don't know how coaching is going on now, but I would imagine myself as a player. Okay. Okay, Beast Mode. You can't coach that. I don't think Beast Mode hit that because his coach explained how he should hit it. So. I forget what I was saying. Beast Mode erased my memory. Oh, I think I was saying that if I was the top player, I would imagine an ex-pro who would be one of the only coaches I would be able to really listen to too much about various strategy as opposed to just my teammates and what they're seeing. Because there's some coaches who try and come in without ever really playing at a pro level, and that's very interesting to me. You know, maybe they'd have a mind for the game, but I feel like myself as a player would have a hard time listening to too much strategic decisions if I didn't end up agreeing with what the coach had to say. You know, normally you got to just listen to whatever your coach tells you. In most sports, you just trust that they know better than you. Thank you for the raid, Blackline. That goes for all sports. Yeah, but most sports that are extremely mature have coaches who have studied the game for so long that it becomes possible for them to be helpful to you, especially if you're not playing at the peak level. But I guess in this case, these guys are peak level, so it's kind of only worth talking about the peak level. In soccer/football, the coach is all the difference. That's really interesting for me to hear, because as somebody who doesn't watch football or for us Americans, soccer, to me it seems like coaches have very little influence over that game. But that's just because I don't understand it, I think. Yo, what up, Cheese? Yo, Cheese popping off in the previous queues. You could be the worst team on the league, but with the perfect coach. Wow. Any other footballers, a.k.a. soccer fan? Oh, did I not ready up? Did they just wait for me? Oh, my goodness. That's the most cringe thing I've ever done if they just waited for me. Ugh. We just waited the whole timer out. Chat, you guys have to help me if I didn't ready up. We need you guys on top of that. Oh, maybe. Okay, maybe it was someone else. Oh, thank goodness, dude. Thank the Lord it wasn't me. I remember to ready up, right, chat? Oh, thank goodness, dude. The timer expiring is a nightmare situation for me. Oh, my goodness. I was about to be awake at night, staring at the ceiling. Like, why did I sit there for 2 minutes and not ready up? How's my day been? It's been good, man. It's been good. I've been having a good time hanging out. I really, really like these streams. When we're doing show matches and not six-man stuff, I don't get to chat. We don't do a ton of chatting. Just right into the games. Quick, quick, quick. Get in, get out. And so I do enjoy hanging out with the community a little bit, like most streamers do. And most streamers do a lot of chatting with their chat, but not me. I'm in and out pretty quick normally. And said drops. Well, it's because the stream has drops, of course. You did come from Switch, and you didn't play 4,000 hours of Switch Rocket League. No way, dude. 4,000. No wonder Cheese is so good. He was forged in the fires of the Switch trenches. Were you rank 1 in every mode? Were you rank 1 in every Switch mode? Or did you just waste 4,000 hours? Okay, yeah, you were. Okay, I was like, because if you weren't rank 1, everybody who's playing on Switch cannot hang with an RLCS player, or even an RLCS player in training for the future. Because obviously not everybody started at this level, but 4,000 hours in, you better have been rank 1 on every playlist. Yeah, did you just use a Pro Controller? A Switch Pro Controller? Next thing you're going to tell me you still use a Switch Pro Controller. You just plug it into a PC. Keyboard mouse. Yeah, use keyboard mouse, but on Switch. You use PS4 now? And did you use Pro Controller then? Yeah, that makes sense. Did you play on a TV? I feel like the Switch kind of lags when you plug it in and put it on a big TV. But it's not like it's that much better in handheld either. You played on a big TV, dude. Did you play Purge settings? By any chance, have you seen the Xbox player Purge and his camera settings? That were atrocious, but apparently make sense if you're sitting miles away from a big TV. And you played standing? Who was it that was talking about? I think it was Corelli. I think I was watching a Corelli stream, and he was talking about how the Rocket League content of old, and he pointed to a couple John Sandman videos where like the whole bit, like the whole like thing of it was that he was going to play some games standing. And it's like, oh, that's some top tier content, baby. To be fair, I would stand on occasion when my desk did not rise. Now that I have a standing desk, I should probably try some standing games. I feel like you could play pretty well, except for the fact that you'd fatigue if you're somebody who has to play 8 hours a day. His calf muscles? Yeah, he also can dunk now. He stood and raised his heels while playing Rocket League for 4,000 straight hours on the Switch. And now he can also, between the legs, dunk. Just one of the beautiful side products. Oh my goodness, who was going max cringe than Six Mans and didn't succeed? Which makes it even more cringe. You stand all day at work not playing video games? What up, Nollie? Beastmode, Garrett, Chronic. Looking like they're about to go up 2-0. The thing is that I feel like Six Mans never goes how you'd think it would. But this lobby's fully stacked, so I'm not even sure which side I would go with. But even when it seems like there's an obvious team, I feel like Six Mans just, it never goes that way. The other team wins. It's Gyro. I always call you Nollie. It's just Nollie. Or is it Gyro, or is it like Hero? Don't you have a picture of a hero as your like Twitch? Isn't that how you say it? Is your Twitch icon? You're not a six-manser at the moment. It's just team playstyle. Gotcha. Hey, whatever gets Koi the farthest. The way I think about Nollie now is I think about the skateboard move. Because I used to say Nollie, and then I heard everyone saying Nollie, and so I just, whenever I see his name, I just think, say the skateboard move. Gnarly. Talking about gnarly? You talking about my glue? Man was looking like Gorilla Glue out there today. Not the glue. Jack was the glue today, according to Twitter. Nollie used to do show matches. You talking about one show matches? Nollie's done a couple on my channel, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Did he do some on Johnny's before too? I actually watched the Nollie video. You guys watched the Nollie video? A YouTuber who I don't think I recognize the name of, and I can't bring it up because I don't think it's like a massive YouTuber or anything, did a Nollie like mini documentary. You beat Drowley when he was good? Drowley peaked really high. So that's pretty impressive. There's a Nollie video? Yeah, I recommend checking it out. I imagine Nollie probably has seen it. Yeah, it was a cool video. It's like 15 minutes or so. And it just explains Nollie's RLCS history. And because I faded away from the Rocket League scene during RLCS X, I actually had a lot to learn. There was a a ton of stuff I didn't realize, you know, looking back was very interesting. Oh, no way, dude. There's been some six-man plays. The pre-jump reset from both players would have been absurd. Are you going to talk about the current gameplay at all? You know, not necessarily. We usually talk about it when they pop off. But as far as commentating six-mans, it just doesn't feel like it makes a lot of sense. Because it's kind of like commentating practice, right? If you showed up at somebody's practice, would you commentate their scrim? I don't know. It doesn't really make any sense. I could be wrong about that. Maybe everybody's sitting here wishing that I was pretending like this six-man says the RLCS, but... Justin, Chicago Arsenal should not be losing this. I feel like you could say that, and then the next message could be Garrett, Chronic, and Beastmode should not be losing this. I think both these teams are insane. Is it weird watching a documentary about yourself? Yeah, I bet it would just be fun. We had a buddy who, when I was in college, I played collegiate ultimate frisbee. We had a buddy who had basically a chance to win the Heisman of ultimate frisbee, and so they made him a highlight video. And I'm pretty sure he watched it a ton. He watched his own highlights a lot. Why wouldn't you? It's fun, I would imagine. So I think watching a documentary about yourself would be very interesting. The difference is it's not a highlight video. It's a 15-minute or more, I think, documentary, so you probably won't watch it too much. Yeah, that was a weird goal. I don't know how that goal happened. Did you guys see Nollie gave the recipe? If you guys don't follow Nollie on Twitter, nice flick from Arsenal. Nollie actually gave the recipe on how to beat Gen G. Did anybody else see? Kind of crazy that nobody from the RLCS scene just went and took the recipe. Yeah, you just think. It's that easy. Oh my goodness. Oh, Justin went for the Psycho. Would have been worth it. Clip would have been worth it. Instead, he just set up Garrett. See you later, Total. Nice shot. Beastmode, Garrett, Chronic, it's a GG's. It's a sweep for this one. I think the last two ones we went game 5, right? Both of them? Not both of them.